Welcome back to my channel. Hey, hey, woo! Welcome back, guys. Cue that bad intro video now. Welcome back to my channel. Hey, hey.
Welcome back to my channel. Hey, hey.
What's up with you? Hey, hey.
Welcome back to my channel. Hey, hey.
I'm just kidding. I don't think that's gonna be my intro. Hey guys, so today we are going to be doing a short, quick makeup tutorial. I'm going to tell you guys the steps that I take. Super fast, quick, get errand done makeup. Let's begin. So before I get started doing my makeup, if you haven't already, click the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel so that I can see you, you can see me, we can chat, you can watch my videos, you can give me feedback, I can make videos you want to see. Let's work together so I can make content that you want. Okay? Okay. Please. Please and thank you. My face is clean. I always start with a moisturizer. This is H2O Beauty Oasis Ultra Hydrating Cream. My camera is backwards, so I'm not going to show you guys really well the bottle, but I just have a little sample one. I got it in my Ipsy bag. I actually just got my Ipsy bag today in the mail, so I'm going to make a quick video after this one. I'll put a little link up here, a card, or whatever you want to call it. Click it if you would like to watch my Ipsy bag. I'm going to open that for you guys. If you don't know what it is, I'll explain everything to you in that video. It's super awesome, cheap, cool little beauty samples. Okay, so after I moisturize, let your face chill for a sec, you know. I'm going to take my eyebrow comber. Pretty sure it's a spoolie or like whatever else you want to call this thing. Okay, it looks like this. Don't mind the cut on the back of my hand. When I was young, I used to take these out of my mascara bottles and clean them with makeup remover and use them like that. You can get them really cheap at any kind of drugstore, makeup store. They carry them pretty much everywhere. I use them for my eyebrows because, like, come on, that's way better than the chaos that was just occurring there. So now that my moisturizer is set, the next step is going to be a primer. You always want to use a primer. I'll probably tell you that in every single video. I'm using the Rimmel London Lasting Finish Primer. Use whatever primer you like. This one is cheap at the drugstore. I'm running out because I use it all the time.
I'll make it happen.
That was way too much. You don't need this much. Okay? You just don't. Look, it's like splashing everywhere. Okay, way too much. But that's cool. I'll work it out. So I put this all over. I put it on my eyelids, put it on my forehead. Anywhere that I'm going to be putting product, you put a primer. It helps it stick to your face. Makes your makeup stay on longer. Makes everything look much more airbrush and soft. I like to kind of push it in as I go. Fill in all those little spots in my face that you don't want anybody to see. You know? Okay, next step. Today I have these little buddies happening, and I'm not really worried about them. I really don't care. If I did, I probably wouldn't be making this video right now. But I have this little guy. This is the Rimmel London Hide the Blemish. Okay, it's like a stick. It is actually amazing. This one's in neutral. It's almost done too because I use it so much. But I just put some of this on these spots. It really helps to cancel out like redness, anything that like you kind of want to hide. And it's super fast to just go stick it on there and blend it out. Doesn't take forever. Oh, it's running out. So sad. It's a sad day when your products run out. So then I'm just going to take my little beauty blender here and I'm just going to lightly press this in. I don't want to blend it out. I just want to push it into the skin so that you don't see chunks of it on your face. Nobody wants to see a bunch of makeup. Now, obviously, if I turn sideways, you're going to see these. There's no stopping that. There's nothing you can do to help that situation because they're literally protruding out of your face. Ew! So, kind of blend the edges in so it's not like a harsh edge. It just kind of helps a little bit. Now, if I had more of that stuff, I might put a little bit just here around my nose where I get red, but I'm not too worried about that either. So after I've done that step, I'm going to go into my foundation. This is the CoverGirl True Blend Foundation. I don't even know, what is this? 1 Ivory, because I'm pasty, I'm white, and I have freckles and redness, and it's frustrating. And this bottle has been used, so it's dirty, but that's cool. So I'm just gonna like put some of this all over the place. Yay! Am I pretty now? I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and I'm gonna start blending all this out. Now when you blend out your foundation, you wanna always start in the center of your face because the center of the face is where you want the most coverage. So you want your makeup to be the most in the center. And then you kind of wanna work it out from there. So yes, I put the little dots of foundation all over my face, and that's just kind of to make sure that I get enough everywhere I need it. But I really like to kind of push it into the center and do the center of the face first and then move on. I'm also going to go over my eyelids, up into my hairline, just really pushing it into the face. I have cuts everywhere. I get little cuts from work all the time. Yes, I get it in my hair. Okay, it is what it is. Because I would rather brush out a little bit of foundation in my hair than walk around looking like I got white scalp right beside my nice color foundation. Nobody wants to see that. A lot of girls will fill in their hairlines. Now, I don't think I'm at that step quite yet. Maybe when I had dark hair, that was a situation. So I also want to get underneath my neck, and I'm just using what's left on my beauty blender to just kind of drag it down there. Just really making sure. Foundation is the one thing that like I kind of focus the most on because I really don't want to, you want your skin to be absolutely flawless. That's the point of doing your makeup. So I spend the most time pushing this into the skin, making it one with my skin. Poor little guy. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. So because my skin is so fair, you can see the blueness underneath my skin around my eyes. Now, the redness here as well, but it's not quite so bad. But you can really tell the color difference between this part of my skin and in around my eye area as opposed to this part of my skin on the rest of my face. It has a lot more bluish greenish tinge to it. So I'm just gonna take like a neutral. Neutral means there is not a yellow tone or a blue tone in it. It is just a neutral tone. So I'm just gonna take this guy and I'm just gonna put a little bit just where that blueness is. I'm not really worried about covering too much today. I just kind of want that, I just want the nice skin look. Not too much of anything. And I'm maybe just gonna add a little bit. You should try to keep a consistent highlight across your face. Wherever the light hits your face, the high points in your face. If you keep it consistent, it's gonna look a lot more natural than just having a white or a light under your eye or a white or a light on your brow bone. Like just the brow bone, it's gonna look a lot more natural if you have it following the different highlight points of your face. Now when I blend out my concealer, I always start on the edge because I really want to soften that edge up without dragging my concealer too far. When you place concealer on your face, you want to put it where you want to keep it. You don't want to be moving it around too much. So when you actually blend it into your skin, that looks weird. When you actually blend it into your skin, you just want to push it into your skin. You don't want to blend it out. So I'm really just focusing on pushing it in, following the edges just to soften the edge, and then just really focusing on pushing this into the skin. I bring my concealer kind of up and around my eye a little bit just to lighten that area up. It helps to blend out the edges. You don't want to have a harsh line from your concealer. And then I will also take my beauty blender after I'm done blending that out and just go over my eyelids again. Not really necessary, but I feel like any extra product that is left from that concealer is then going to be applied to the eyelids, because my eyelids also have some different colors in there. It's so wonderful. So now you can really see the difference in my skin from now to when I started this video. It looks a lot more clear, fresh, and I want to keep it that way. So if you don't set your makeup, your liquid foundation with a powder or a setting spray, it's going to move or crease during the day. So today I'm going to use the Joe Fresh powder that I've been using in my recent videos. This is something that I just happened to pick up from the drugstore. It was $8. Joe Fresh is a President's Choice Superstore kind of brand. So I'm just going to take that on, what is this called? Does anyone know what these are called? They come in like a puff, but it's not really puffy, it's kind of flat. So anyways, I'm just going to pick a little bit up on there and I'm going to just put it under my eyes. I'm really going to place this where I don't want any movement in my makeup. I want my makeup to stay solid in these places throughout the day. So I'm really just pushing it in. I feel like a lot of doing your foundation comes with just like melding whatever you're putting on your skin with your skin. You don't want it to look like you have a bunch of stuff on your face, even though you do. So under my eyes tends to crease a lot. Now I have oily skin, so it doesn't really bother me to use this much powder because it never looks like I use that much powder. It goes away throughout the day because of my natural oils. Now if you have dry skin, you're not going to want to use this much powder. You might not want to use any. You might just even want to just use a little bit just to set everything, and then kind of just dust it away really well in circular motions with a brush. But I'm also going to just make sure that I put this anywhere that I put concealer, because concealer will move. Also where I crease a lot, like when I lift my eyebrows, I have really bad forehead wrinkles. They're not bad, I don't mind them. They're just very noticeable. So when I have nice makeup on, I try and put some extra powder up there just to let them know to stay in check, okay? Not be moving around all over, letting everybody know they're there.
Nobody wants you here.
Okay, so then I'm just really just applying powder. See, under here, this is where I tend to lean on my face. You know, you sit like this on your face. Something that happens quite a lot. So a lot of the times, this area of the face ends up getting rubbed away throughout the day. Your chin, you know, you really shouldn't be touching this area, which is also why I have all these pimples. Yes, I am under stress. I have a stressful life. It is what it is. But I find that when I touch that area of my face, it's a lot worse. I really just want to put this powder down here as well where I applied that little bit of foundation, because I don't want it to transfer to my hoodie or the coat I'm wearing or my work shirt if I was going to work. I don't want that to happen. Okay, so now that this is all set, notice that I didn't put any on my eyelids because I'm gonna prime them up a little bit before I start my eyeshadow. It's taking me a long time because I'm talking you guys through this. Brush through my eyebrows. Now I'm gonna do my eyebrows real quick. I'm really not picky about my eyebrows today. I'm not like carving them out and doing a bunch of stuff. Okay, so I find eyebrow pencils are the easiest way to go when it comes to doing eyebrows. So I'm just going to take this pencil and I'm just going to start on the inner corner. This is kind of a dark pencil and I'm going to be mixing two pencils together to get the look that I want. So I'm just going to start here. Okay, so once I have done the bottom line, I'm just going to go about the halfway through my eyebrow and I'm just going to do the top arch and the tail. This eyebrow needs a little help. He'll be alright. Then I'm just going to fill in this area lightly because there seems to be a lot of product coming off this pencil. Now this is the first time I've used this pencil to do this. I just figured I would try something new. This is Me Now is the brand. This is just a cheap brand that I pick up. I like to try little cheap brands. You never know what you're gonna find. You really don't. So I'm just gonna bring this lightly in just about halfway. This one I haven't even opened yet. This is Photo Sheet. This is in Golden Tan. This is a lot lighter, but I'm gonna try it, why not? So I'm just gonna take this over the center where we started here, and I'm just gonna bring it into the middle, into the front, work it in here. So then I'm just going to take the spoolie again, and I'm really just going to comb through this. Get rid of any harsh lines that are left. Just pushing it all into the center. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to carve out my eyebrows because this was going to be fast, but I'm really not liking the way the pencil finished on the edges of this, so I'm just going to carve it out super quick. I'm going to use the Shape Tape. I'm going to take a flat brush, and I'm just going to pick this up, and I'm just going to clean up the edge of this. I don't have good eyes, so if you see me squinting or frowning, it's probably just because I'm struggling to see, especially doing this eye. So now that the brows are done, I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to dust away all that powder that is left. And then I'm going to jump into the eyes. I'm just going to take like a deep brown color. Now, if you watched me, I did dust the little bit of the powder that was left over my eyelids. I decided against priming more because I'm just going to keep it simple and fast. So I'm just going to take this on the outer corner of my eyelid here on a fluffy brush. I can't even tell you what brush this is or who it's from. It's probably from the drugstore. I am not about buying expensive makeup, okay? I want to do my makeup every day. And to do my makeup every day and use a $100 foundation doesn't make sense to me because I would rather have something that I don't mind making mistakes with. Makeup is about learning and practice and making mistakes and doing things backwards and getting it wrong until you find something that is right. That's what makeup is about. And just adding some more to add depth. You can use one color on your eye and make it look like 8 different colors, but you just need to do it gradually and not get in a hurry and just... So I'm like wrapping this color around the eye. It's a really nice color, I like this. Just adding this to the bottom outside corner of the eye. And then I'm just going to add some extra on the outside corner, just really packing it on this time. So I started out with a really light dusting, and then I added a little bit extra to this outer corner, and now I'm just really packing it onto this outer corner. Isn't the faces I make so fun? Oh my gosh. Okay, so then I'm just gonna I'm using the same brush, making it real easy. Just dust that little brush off. I'm actually just really taking the easy way out, and I'm just gonna dip into this highlighter, okay? I'm not using any other color. I'm just gonna use these 2 colors. Okay, so I'm gonna take this highlighter, I'm gonna pack this on to the middle, inner corner, center of the eye, literally using the same brush, okay? It will take some of that pigment from the brown. Okay, and then I'm still just going to take some more of that highlighter. I'm going to add it to the brow bone. I'm going to dust it around the outside edges of this brown color. I'm going to add some of this to the inner corner just on the brush, and then I'm going to take it on my finger and add extra of it on the inner corner. Really opens the eyes up. Can you see the difference from this eye to this eye? You can even just do that on the top of the brow bone, just like a pop of it. Really opens your eye up, makes it bigger, makes it look brighter, more awake. If you're feeling really tired, this is a really good trick. While I'm highlighting, because I'm just going quickly, I'm going to add some of this to the tip of my nose. I feel like I like to try to highlight last when it comes to my face, but today we're going backwards. Why not? This is the only place I'm going to add this highlighter. For my, actually, I'm going to add a little bit just to the top in circular motions like this, okay? Just to catch that light. Do you see that there? On the very high point of my cheek. So that's basically it for this eye look. I'm going to go in with this black eyeliner around the inner waterline. This is the Maybelline New York Color Show Crayon in Kohl. I really focus on pushing it up into the lash line. So for the next step is going to be my eyeliner, my wing, okay? And I've been working on this. So I'm going to start by just making the line, okay? I'm going to follow my bottom waterline, that black line that I just made. I'm going to lift my eyebrow so that there's no creases in my skin. See how I have wrinkles here? I'm going to lift it up. I'm going to drag out my wing. Okay? And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm just going to go from the top of that line and bring it straight down. Just like that. It's so hard for me to see this side, you guys. Okay, so then I'm basically just going to fill in this little line that I just made. I'm going to fill this in. I messed it up. But that's okay, we'll work with it. So when you mess it up, just go with it. Why not? This is my first time trying to do this and videotape it, and it's not working. Okay, so I just used a Q-tip and clean this up a little bit, put a little extra shimmery on there. When you mess it up, just go with it. Okay, just do it. So I'm going to take this black shiny stuff from Maybelline that I got at a cheap place, and I'm just going to put it on top of this. It's going to be amazing. Because why not? I'm going to like blend it a little bit. Okay, that's cool. Why not? Okay, so then I'm just going to dust that off all my face since it fell all over the place. Then I'm going to take my fluffy brush again and I'm going to go back into that brown one and I'm going to just blend out this a little bit more. Like really, if I didn't tell you guys what I was doing, maybe this never would have been a mistake. Ooh. I'm gonna add a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna mix. I'm gonna put the brown under here. Can't talk when I do this. I don't make any sense. Along the bottom of my wing and underneath my eye. When it comes to eyeshadow, I really just keep going until I'm comfortable with the way it looks, I guess. It's the best way to describe it. Mascara. This one is the Voluminous False Fiber Lashes. I think it's L'Oreal. Don't quote me on that. But this mascara is so awesome, okay? It's amazing. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't do this like this.
I can't work like this. It's just not working.
Okay, so I got myself a little mirror so I can actually see what I'm doing. It's probably better this way. Can you see? Can you see? Are you good? When I do my mascara, I start at the bottom. I get the bottom closest to my lash line, closest to my eyeball. I want to get that the most. And then once that's good and lifted with product, I move to the center of the lashes. And then when the center is good, I just coat the tops of my lashes. The only thing about this mascara is you need to be careful because there's tiny fake eyelash pieces in it and they get in your eyes and it hurts. This mascara just makes your eyelashes so big and beautiful. Like, that's one coat. I really lift and push my eyelashes up with my mascara wand. And you really want to get as much product on every single lash that you can. The more lashes you put product on, the bigger they're going to look. The longer, you're going to look like you have more lashes. So this is coat 2. And I'm just going to start halfway up my lashes and go to the top. Really, like, closing my eye and pushing my lashes. Wait to the roof. Just really lifted them up. Now, can you see the difference between this set and this set? How much more, like, you can see the tops of my lashes. That's because I'm really just focusing on lifting the lashes and pushing them upwards. So then I'm just going to take my mascara wand and I'm just going to get these little bottom eyelashes. And I'm just wiggling it through, starting at the base. I don't want them to be really big, but I don't want them to be long. I just want them to be there. Can you see the difference between these lashes and these ones? It makes a big difference. It also makes a big difference if you use too much. Oh! Did you see that? That happened. Now that my eyes are done, and this has become way longer than a 5-minute makeup tutorial because everything that can go wrong has basically gone wrong. I ruined my eyeliner, I got mascara on my face, I poked myself in the eye. It's been an adventure. I really love having adventures with you guys. And I love showing you how to fix the mistakes that you're all going to make. Because everybody does. Everybody makes these mistakes. So you take your spoolie again, dust off your eyebrow. See, it's rumbling because I'm dusting it on my little towel I got here. So I rubbed off all that eyebrow stuff, and you can just go gently back and forth where you make your mascara mistakes, and it literally erases them. Yay! Next, I'm going to go super fast on the face.
Super fast.
You know the drill. Bronzer. I'm not doing anything special today, nothing new. I'm not going to contour. Just warm up the face. I cannot do makeup without bronzer and blush. Like, you just can't. You have to have all the elements, okay? If you're going to do one thing, you got to do another thing. Unless you're really you need 5 things. You need at least a tinted moisturizer, mascara, eyeshadow, lipstick, or whatever, and blush. You don't need bronzer, but blush is a big deal. Blush really makes you look much more, it makes you look younger, it makes you look more awake, and a lot of people are scared to wear blush, but even if you just use a little bit of blush, it makes a big difference. down the sides of the nose, underneath the nose just to lift it up, underneath my chin, or my lip, I mean. And then I'm also just gonna bring this down my neck a little bit. And you can even throw some down here if you really wanted. Any places that you really get shadow. Just to warm yourself up a little bit for this nice, beautiful winter that's coming. Wonderful. I'm going to take this Clinique blush. It is in Sunset Glow. I don't even know if they make this anymore. I like the color. And when it comes to blushes, I really like to mix blushes, different blushes together. So when I do blush, you really just want to start on the high points of the cheeks, pulling it back. You don't want to start too close down because you want the blush to really lift your face as opposed to bring it downwards. I'm going to add just a little bit to the top of my forehead because that's weird and I'm weird. Under my nose, a little on my chin. Then I'm going to take my big fluffy brush and I'm going to blend all that out together.
It's cute! Oh my god!
So then, as you all know, me and Mary Luminizer are our best friends and she's my favorite. So I'm about to put her in the spotlight real quick. Then for lips, I'm going to go in with this pink one, because why not? That's really pink. Now that we've destroyed our lips with this terrible pink lipstick that is probably on my teeth, ew. We're just about to grab a Kleenex real quick. Do that. Ew! I'm so pretty. Then I'm going to take this nude lipstick that obviously has been used on top of another lipstick. And I'm about to wipe that off real quick. And then I'm going to put this over top of this pink color. I know it looks crazy. I know. Okay, just relax. Mix that all in. I'm gonna do this thing again. Then I'm gonna take Macy and Mia, my favorite little gloss right now. Also from my Ipsy bag. Now that I have lipstick on, my blush looks a lot, it almost looks like it's not there anymore. So you know what that means. We're going to go in with a different blush. We're going to go in with a different blush since I chose this color for my lipstick. I'm just going to go in with these two. Not the purple one because that's not going to go with my look, but I'm literally going to mix those two together. I'm going to add some of that into this look. A little bit of peachy orangey. And there you have it. Thank you for coming to see all of my makeup mistakes. Thank you for watching me screw it all up and then make it a masterpiece, because that's what you can do. Please do not get discouraged. Don't get discouraged when you make a mistake or something happens that you weren't planning, because there's nothing that you can plan when it comes to art. Art just happens. It is what it is. It comes from within you. Let it be. Let it be. Let whatever comes out of your body through your hand that you create in your life, let it be. And just keep practicing and practicing and practicing. And don't go out into the world with lipstick on your teeth. Always be checking for that. So if you liked this video, if you learned something, if you want to see more, please hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see. If you like this video, do you like this makeup look? Sometimes mistakes can be great. Anyways, talk to you later, guys. I hope you have a really great weekend, and I'll see you next time.